Oh, I think we were talking about how, I was talking to the guys who did the home testing, and, he just brings up general, he says that he's been drinking, he has been drinking water, and he's been using the water, and he's one of the ones that used it throughout the whole crisis just because he's kind of curious. He was curious about what the effects would be, which I think is really courageous, I guess. I mean, he's donating his body to science, in my opinion. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that at all. And, but, to each their own. I think that what I was talking about before is we know people who are using water the same way we are. They're using it only to flush their toilet. We know people who started using their water after they did the ban on their zone and they flushed their system and they've been using the water since. And we've heard from, some people who have been doing that, we've heard people say that their eyes have burned. The people that I work with who were affected by it have been using the water, and they have not noticed anything. Like, I think they did say that they noticed a smell, but now the smell is gone. They continue using the water while there was a smell. Again, and by using, I mean these people are not drinking the water, but they're using it to bathe and to do dishes and to do laundry. I know that my midwife, she has 4 children. Her youngest is 2, and, I really was sympathizing with her more than me because I'm like, my goodness, you have 4 children that you have to worry about the safety of, and, we have very similar values and philosophies on things, and she said that she's using the water reluctantly, but she's like, I just don't know how else to handle it. And she's like, I guess what we're trying to do is minimal exposure. She's only bathing her children once a week, and trying to just do what they need to do and not use the whole excess amount of the water. I think they were. They are doing laundry in it just because that's a necessity, and trying to minimize their usage, but she's really reluctant to do that. She's really stuck in the situation that she's in because what do you do with, I can't imagine roaming around on the week, and she's a midwife, so she doesn't really have the ability to do that and the freedom to do that. When we went to look at one of our apartments, the guy's like, I'm using the water, I'm drinking it, I can't live my life in fear. And part of me that's like, I agree that you can't live your life in fear, but there are some things that you can avoid or minimize just for the sake of being cautious.